Hi there, and welcome back yet again to my Tekkit world. Contrary to what I said in an earlier video, I haven't yet gone back to my creative world at all. I'm still finding things to do here, as you'll see in this update video. So first of all, this EMC farm thing that I've had here has been busy, and it's been collecting red matter at a fair rate, and the reason for that is I upgraded the macerators to rotary macerators and had them running on full power. Did an upgrade, and yeah, actually it's the rate of these wood transport pipes getting the blaze powders, is it? Yep. What are they? Yeah, blaze powders out of the macerators, which is really the limiting factor. So if you why are they in there? Yeah, if you pump in too many blaze rods into there, then these accumulate quicker than they can be sucked out. And similarly on this side, yeah, get on with it. So yeah, there's plenty of blaze rods in the system circulating. I think they ended up in the wrong place because this probably overloaded at some point. But yeah, it's busy accumulating red matter at a fair rate. Actually, it is faster than the power flowers outside. So that's all I've done here in the factory, but I've been trying to finish automating this door. So I settled on where the data center would be in, I think, the last video. I think I did this. So you'll notice now no wires around here. Everything is hidden away in trunking, which I shall show you in a moment. So yeah, okay, first of all, let's go through here. I'll explain this in a moment. So this is the data center now. Actually, so is this bit down there. I've put the other computer in here from there with some pointless redstone looking things just to make it look like there's flashing lights in there. And the idea would be that these will look a little bit like computers later on. I've also given myself a reference of all the different types of wires that are in use, what their values are through the bundled cable for the programming purposes, and if I've used them, what their uses are. So starting at this end, the white wire is bit 1, and that's the signal to send to step the main frame motor for the main door open 1 step. The orange wire is 2 binary input, and that's an input to close the main door. So that is here. So this will be a button which you can press to tell the main door to close, and you can see it's wired up in there. So a lot of these things, although they look like solid blocks, are actually hollow with cover panels on them with a lot of wiring underneath, which I shall show you in a moment. So the other signals, purple, magenta, whatever that is the input to tell the main door to open, which is that one. Then I've missed light blue, so I'm not sure how. Then I've added 2 feedback circuits so that I can check if the door is fully open or fully closed. So first of all, yellow will be on when the main door has finished closing, and lime green will be on when the main door has finished opening. That's why the question marks are on there. Pink is for this door. So this is another door. So the idea is it's like an airlock door, sort of, the data center. So that in order to get in here, you'd have to open this door here. So there's another door there for that one. So that's an input over there to tell that door to open. And oh, I've just realised I haven't got inputs on this side. Yes, okay. Need a bit more work there. Grey isn't used, cyan isn't used, purple isn't used yet. This is the other signal to open the main door, you step a pulse on 2048 to move the motor that way. This is the signal to move that door either open or closed, and this is the one to move it the other way. Haven't actually worked out which way round to wire that up yet at the moment. And then I've got 2 more there that I could use at the moment. So all this wiring which you can't see. So first of all, this is all nice and neat. There's a little access hatch there if you need to get to the disk drive. Didn't click to eject that, did I? No, there we go. Yeah, so the bluetricity still comes in from the solar panels down there into the battery box, and then off over that way up to the frame motors up on the roof. It now also goes down. Now let's get into all the trunking. So I've given us an access door here. This is the only way really into all the wiring. So behind those two buttons there to open and close the glass door is two wool cased wires, I think they are, with redstone wire at the end to make them join, so that the signals from those buttons will go into there, which join the bundle cables through the relative wires here. This goes round there and back that way. This is the glass door here underneath, so we have the two frame motors here to move it in and out, and we have the two signals to step those in and out coming in there from the bundle cables, and we have the bluetricity power which comes in there to power them. You can see they've got power on there, and the bluetricity and the bundle cables have to swap over because they're on opposite sides, so I've routed one over the top and one underneath to get them to cross. The door will open up into this space here, so that bit there you can see from the top of the door to the bottom of the door will move this way into this space, and it can't move any further than where these blocks will stop it. Hitting, actually the lamp will probably be the thing that stops it if I leave that in there. Under here there's also this block, so that as it's opening, that block will hit this block to stop it moving any further and be able to move open too far as well. Okay, so that's that bit. So these bundled cables come round here. They also pick up the inputs from the two buttons there to open and close the main doors, which come down and join in the same way as the glass door ones. So they join onto the two blocks there and come down here. This was a real pain to get the routing right here, so to avoid the signals joining up, but I managed it in the end. And the bundled cables here come up to the I/O box, which is there. So this is the back of all the computer things in there. This is where the bluetricity power comes in from the first bat box, and everything here goes up in the wall here into two lots of trunking now. So the first one there is the signals, which go across there to the two frame motors, and the other one is the power, which comes across here and goes into the top of two bat boxes, which are now more neatly set up to power the frame motors, so they get more reliable power. Now annoyingly the only way out is back the way we came, which is a little bit of a detour, but it'll have to do for now. Oops, get out. Okay, so on the outside then, up on this level where the so we just saw the bluetricity power comes into these two battery boxes there, and out of those, and there's two separate wires now which go in neatly into each of the frame motors, so they're each getting the full benefit of a battery box to themselves. And we got the two signal wires, the white and the blue, to tell each of these to step. There is also a cable routed roughly about here, I think it is, which goes over this way to this circuit over here. Now I'm going to open this bit up to show you just what this is. So this is a block will fill that space there when the door is fully closed. So that block there is connected to the frame, and when the door fully closes, that block fills in, and it allows the signal from that redstone to go through the repeater, through that block and back out again. Oh wow, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to break back in now to get back in. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be able to fall down there. I don't know what happened there. Fell through a hole in the world. And again, oh, little bit of a glitch. Okay, I'll try not to walk on that bit then. Okay, it's probably because I've used panels at different heights there. That's probably what's going on. So yeah, so the signal comes through there, through that block, out of there into a redstone wire and into a yellow signal there, which goes all the way through a trunking background that way. I'll patch this up later. And there's a similar signal at the back of the door where a block... I hope I haven't deleted... No, I haven't. There we go. Yeah, so this block there is what I've termed the detector block, which will move all the way back here and fill this space, which when it's fully open would complete the same circuit. So the redstone signal will go through that wire, through the repeater, through the block that would be there and back out there and into the lime green wire to be detected by the computer. And you can see some of the cabling through here. I've put these glass panels in just purely to be able to show off some of the wiring, because I've done such a job of hiding it that you can't actually tell where on earth any of it is otherwise. Okay, so that's about it in terms of all the wiring, and it all took a long time to get right. Now what I haven't done yet is write any of the programs. So at the moment I've still got the same program as it is, so I can tell if I do a detect, oops, caps lock, if I see what inputs we've got, we get bit 16 is set because that is the yellow wire signal over there, and you can see over on the reference chart yellow here is telling me that the main door is closed, so that one is telling me that correctly. Now if we do, let's just be on the safe side, let's do 20 steps just to make sure it opens. Open one slow, that's it. There we go. So this will now be busy opening the door one step at a time. And there we go. Don't know how many steps that is. 20 should be plenty, so even if any of these steps don't complete successfully, it should still reach the end, and it will then try to step further but shouldn't be able to. Okay, nearly done. Nearly done. Detector block's nearly in place, so when that white block gets there, when the program's running properly, that would be the signal to tell it to stop stepping. So if we now go and check the inputs, what we should get, and I haven't actually tested this, I've put all the wiring in, so if I do an IOX, get the value and then write it out, we get 32, and 32 is this bit there, feedback telling me that the main door is open, so that is working quite correctly. So similarly, I'll just make sure that now closes itself neatly, just while that's busy going. There we go. So the bit that now needs doing is a program to be in a loop which will be checking for these inputs, both for the door buttons on that side for this glass door and also for these buttons here for the main door. And what I also want to do is to route this signal elsewhere in the building using the bundle cables, and then another magenta or purple and an orange to be able to open and close it from elsewhere. And then that would be it. And I've got to do the same here as well. I've got to put these buttons on the other side, otherwise if you're in there and you've closed the door, you wouldn't be able to get out. So okay, that's it. Oh, and even with 20 steps it didn't manage to close reliably by the looks of it. Oh no, it did. There we go. I just can't tell where the edge is properly. So that's mostly it. Few tiny details. I've added an extra door around here. I've opened up more of the space in here. I finally decided I was never using this staircase in and out anymore. So I've opened up this whole space now for something. Don't know what. Don't know if I'll ever be using this storage area after spending all the time creating it. It just is in the wrong place for what I'm doing. Most of the things tend to be around the factory area, and certainly at the moment I think I'll be spending more time doing the computer automation now I've got those things going than anything else. But that's mostly it. So a couple of other things that I've still got left to investigate is I want to sort out, as I say, routing those cables to other areas around the factory so I can open and close the door from outside as well as inside. And which has just reminded me, there's one other little doorway. You may have spotted it earlier. Oops. No, not there. Flown the wrong way. Round here. I just got fed up of having to keep breaking blocks to get in and out of here, so I've just rigged up a very small quick piston door so I can get out and check what the outside is doing. Oh, sunrise. Yeah, and that's going to be it. Okay, so a little bit more to do. I want to investigate, as I say, routing the wires round so that I can open and close it from outside. And I want to see if there's anything in Tekkit that will allow me to carry something with me to be able to remotely trigger that big door to open and close regardless of wherever I am in the world, would be the other thing. And maybe I want to add in a few error condition bits so that it'll flag lights if it detects that it's trying to open the door and it's done more than so many steps and the door hasn't finished opening for some reason, or similarly closed, and maybe rig that up to an alarm. But there we go, nice sunrise, beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.